Well, hey everybody. This is me attempting to give a tutorial on um, that two-hole binding. People keep asking me about how did I do it. Believe me, I tried to find a tutorial on it already, but this is the binding that they're talking about because I'm pretty much probably horrible, but I'm gonna try anyway. Um, this is my new book I made with the two holes, and it has two signatures. So I'm gonna attempt to show you how I do this, but mostly I'm just a trial and error, I try things just by trial and error. Put it that way. These are the materials that you need. You need one of these, paper piercer, pencil to mark off your signatures. This is just my eraser because my pencil's eraser is hideous. And scissors and whatever this thing is called, I forgot. Crocodile, big bite, I don't know what they're called. Whatever it is, I need it because it sets eyelets. Okay, so this is going to be my book. I didn't want to do a tutorial while I was doing that other book. I just wanted to finish that signature, so I'm going to just show you using a mock book. Oh, and here's the little two holes, that eyelets that I'm going to use. Alright, so anyway, what I did was pretend like this is your book. This is your junk journal cover. These are the signatures. I'm going to make two signatures like I do, but I'm just going to put them in together because it's just easier to make the holes. So I marked off the holes to match the holes that I already have in the signature. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to poke a hole. I'm going to poke a hole in the little fake signatures first. So I just do it like this. And do like this. Okay. And then I'll erase those later. But probably in real life, you're not going to be able to poke both of the signatures because if you're like me at the same time, because these are supposed to be two signatures, two separate signatures. You're not going to be able to do that because if you're like me, my signatures are extremely chunky. And it's just not, you're not going to be able to poke it through. Unless you poke a hole. You can poke a hole in them too with the hole punch. That works also. But I just don't like them because they make them a little bit too big for me. Okay. So I'm going to get this piece of string here. One thing I forgot to tell you is we need a needle, which I did not get out. Oops. Okay. And then this is just some cotton thread. Comes in that big old spool. See, I should have already pre-done this. Taking up time. Okay. So anyway, here it is. So I threaded my needle. Before I even do that, I need to go ahead and put in my eyelets. And before I even put that in, I don't have a hole for the eyelets. Duh. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and poke that. I'm going to go ahead and poke that. Okay, so these signatures right here should match up with the holes that I poked in my pretend signatures. Okay. So before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and put in, well, I guess I'm really going to have to, sometimes I can make these holes big enough for the little eyelets, but I'm going to bring out my little gadget. I'm gonna put it all the way at the last setting, and I'll go on and poke a hole in this where I marked. Okay. Alright. Now I'm going to put in my eyelets. There they are. And then I'm going to put it all the way down. And don't know if I'm in frame, but I am attempting to punch my eyelets. There's one. And then, of course, the second one couldn't be as easy as that one. Alright. There's the other. Alright, so eyelets are set. Now I'm ready to put in my signatures. Here's one. And I'm just threading it like I would do the pamphlet stitch, kind of. Oh my gosh, I made this like a mile long. And you just go back in through the other side. The other hole. Oh my gosh. Alright. And then I just cut this like I would normally do a signature. And then just tie it in. Mind you, my cuts are not good on here because it's not a real journal. But make sure your cuts are not yucky like mine. So anyway, then you just tie it off. Look here. I'm just showing you the technique. I'm not showing you what's so great about it or whatever, but it would be tighter than this if this was my real signatures. But anyway, there's one in. And now I'm going to put in the other one. Let me cut this string because it's just way too long. So I'm going to do the exact same process. And I can go in the back, I can go in the front, wherever. Doesn't really matter. Whoops. Okay, so I managed to get my cotton string through that one piece. Okay, here we go. Okay, that's better. Okay, and I'm proceeding to do the exact same thing as I did as signature one. Mock signature one. Okay. And then again, I'm just gonna tie off the signatures. And remember, it will be a lot tighter than this. I'm just doing this for demonstration purposes. I'm gonna have to make a card or something with this since I wasted 2 eyelets and string and stuff. Let my daughter have it or something. And there you go. There's the binding technique that I did. And you can see the little 1, 2 signatures. It stays in pretty good too. It's nice and tight. I like it. I do. It flips just as well as anything else. I love it. Okay, so there was my very first tutorials. Hope you learned from it. I guess the next one was the one where everybody wanted me to show how to do the leather. I've seen a lot of the leather techniques, but I'll try to do that one maybe next. This is the one without the liquid distress ink, because I don't have liquid, so I have to use plain old elbow grease to try to get my books to look like leather. Anyway, stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.